We're looking at lesson 17 in this video, and that is on page 54. So page 54 is lesson 17, and the title of this one is Identify Details and Examples. And this is the example at the top of the page. Let's just read this passage. When the bell rang, Austin rushed out the door. Megan, who was in his History 101 class, had already reached the bus stop by the time Austin got there. She always seemed to be in as big a hurry to leave the community college as he was. Megan always smiled a lot, but Austin still didn't feel comfortable enough to talk to her. In fact, he had never talked to her. Megan was always in too much of a hurry to be really friendly. Okay, let's look at this detail and see what it tells us. This detail reveals what Austin thinks about Megan. And here's the quote. Megan always smiled a lot, but Austin still didn't feel comfortable enough to talk to her. So if the question were, how does Austin feel about Megan, we could answer it this way. Although Megan seems friendly, her smile is not enough to make Austin talk to her. This example reveals what Megan does that makes Austin feel uncomfortable. Megan was always in too much of a hurry to be really friendly. However, earlier, Austin notices that she will always seem to be in as big a hurry to leave the community college as he was. So Austin has the impression that she's a nice person, but she's really busy. Does that mean she's not friendly or that she doesn't want to talk to Austin? We don't know. We only know enough here to answer these two items. What Austin thinks about Megan and why Austin feels uncomfortable. And by the way, this is a third person narration. Austin is not telling the story. Someone is observing the story and telling us about Austin and Megan. Okay, here is a test example. Read the passage, then answer the question. After getting off the bus, Austin rushed home to his apartment. Tossing his backpack onto a chair, he hurried into the bedroom. He quickly turned on the computer. He hoped there would be another email from Marie. He enjoyed hearing from her, and he had a lot to tell her. The argument he had had with his coworker that morning was still bothering him. Austin knew Marie would help him figure out what to do about it. So again, this is another third-person narration. It's as though we are looking at this story unfolding on a television screen. That's the way you know it's third person. We're not actually on the television screen in the story. We're watching the story from afar. Which sentence best explains why Austin hurries home after getting off the bus? Now, the first thing I want you to notice is that each of these answer choices are direct quotes from the story. We're looking for the one of them that explains why Austin hurries home after getting off the bus. Tossing his backpack onto a chair, he hurried into the bedroom. He quickly turned on the computer. He hoped there would be another email from Marie. The argument he'd had with his coworker that morning was still bothering him. Why was he in a hurry to get home? He was hoping there would be another email from Marie. Okay, I'm going to stop this video and then we will look at the next series on page 55.